Yeah, a big welcome to you, my dear Virgo. The sun has moved now into Capricorn today on the 25th. The sun is again, or the earth is tilting, not the sun is again visible or rising. It's the earth that is shifting her pattern, her way of turning in itself, which makes the winter solstice on the 21st the longest night. And then for 3 days up in the north, where we see the northern lights, it's not moving. I mean, nothing is changing. For 3 days they think, okay, the sun is not coming back, the sun is gone, she left us. And then on the 25th she comes back. We see her then above the horizon. This is where Christmas is coming from, right? The holy night of where the next day the sun is rising again and the people are like, oh my God, we made it. So this is the story of the darkest month. And of course they put the devil into Capricorn. They put this dark month right around the equator. We don't have this feeling because it's always the same. The light is always the same. It doesn't matter winter or summer. Maybe it's shifting like half an hour or something, but not like here where we have like around 4 it's dark, right? And up in the north it's even darker. I mean, it really is the northern light. We can see them because it's all day dark. And so this major arcana is as well one of the darkest cards, and it's this moving up into the third eye, it's moving up into the crown, then realizing the light within, realizing here is the power, because Ein is the name of the card, and it's this inner understanding of what it means to overcome energy, dark energy. And the sun is highlighting now Virgo, which is the Hermit, which is the one that also goes back up onto the mountain. Here the mountain is like a volcano, and we go even further up, right? But he's also up here and is seeing itself coming from the past and coming from the future in the center, in the hexagram, the messenger of Mercury here, the symbol, and the path that we have come from and where we're still going to, but we are greeting always those who made it so far, made it to the Hermit, made it to the 9th card, a completion card. Though it's the 6th zodiac sign, right? So there is a very powerful energy within the Virgo. There's a 6, so there is the hexagram, and there's the 9, which is then a reversed 6, which is the completion. So the story here is talking about this energy is inspiring you to continue your journey, to continue the path that you have been taking, and not to give up, because this is cardinal. They begin, Capricorn begins the winter, and you ending the summer. You are a mutable sign, and this is all about physicality, overcoming the physicality in here as well, but in a way that we're using this inner ladder, this inner knowing to the third eye. And then we can stand here and see what we have achieved, what we have grown into, right? So here, one more time, the attachment to the physical, the attachment to power, the attachment to controlling people, and here the inner light, the inner knowing that we have to find ourselves. We cannot ask others, well, how was your path? And then you learn from it. Now you got to take your own path back up to the mountain. The court card that is connected to you is the Knight of Pentacles. For me, this is the humble warrior, right? So I will incorporate that into the court card. If your birthday is between August 13 and September 11th, you are sitting here on the black horse that's not moving, watching how things grow. You rather let other make decisions. You don't like to change things. You wait until the things change by itself. And so the dancer pose as that energy to dance yourself free, to liberate yourself free, to climb. It's like when you dance like really strong, you are liberating yourself as well. And then you can stand there quietly, look at yourself and be like, yeah, here I am. I love you. Where you're coming from is amazing. You've came so far. Now I'm telling you where else you can go, right? So that's the story of right now, Sun and Moon, and of course the court card to you. Let's begin the reading. The first card is Creativity Oracle. They're very beautiful cards because they're made of fabric, and you look into this card and see what you feel when you look at this card. Before I give you the number and the name of the card and the explanation, right? You have to do the work yourself. Yeah, how do you feel when you see this? There's 3 people already, right? We see water, we see landscape, quite a peaceful energy that is presenting us, and the name of this card is Cooperation. Your goal can benefit from you surrounding yourself with like-minded people. The number 25. So this is like the 3 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Pentacles is Mars in Capricorn. Mars is the warrior planet. Mars is fighting for what you believe in, is stepping up, and you can only do it in a group. 2 is duality, 3 is a group, is a community. From 3, it's a community, 3 people, right? It's showing you the Empress, the number 3, though the number here is the 25, which is a 7. So there's a higher spirituality coming to you in cooperating with other people, in working with other people, which I really like, because this is Amanda Friedman's work is not anymore I. It's like, how can we turn it into a we? And this is me turning the M into a W, and it becomes we. No more me. It's we. So here you have 2 cards of the animal spirit cards, right? This is this one. And the first one is the sea serpent. Very beautiful card. And the lizard. So this is a spirit animal. This is not earth, water, fire, or air. This is a fire animal. And it's almost these 3 now create this circle. And within this circle, they're able to move forward into the future. I'm going to read the sea serpent. The sea serpent is the first chakra. No, it's the second. Interesting, yeah. The sea serpent is the second chakra. So that's creativity. Healing emotional wounds, expressing desires. So the sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. Very good. So second chakra, as we know, second chakra is the energy of sexuality, energy of creativity. And the lizard is right here. Is instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, and dreamer. Now, its energy is artistic, telepathic, and spiritual. Wow. So we have here, and of course, to bring it into balance would be a creative project. Wow, I can see already what's happening here. It's cool, really cool. Okay, so your corporation brings you to people, to a group, to a creative project that you have the power to move forward, the power to create something which is within a dynamic, a group dynamic, and is allowing you to benefit from this, to reach the goal even clearer, further, quicker, right? So sometimes, of course, it needs its time. Whatever we create, it needs time. But here we have the serpent, we have the creativity, we have the sexuality, we have that creative spark is there. And then we even have the lizard, which is like it's said, right? This creative project is this instinctual, how I move forward now, and this sense, the sensitivity to be subtle in a threesome dynamic. I mean, this could also be a threesome dynamic, but I don't see that. And to dream something into being. And then what's really interesting is that the volcano is coming after. I'm going to put this aside right now. The volcano, the fire is coming after. And like I said, this volcano, this fire is rising, is going up. It's saying, I got to shift this energy that's at the base of my spine, my kundalini snake, my serpent is rising, right? Because that's what the sexual energy is. Here in the Handel Tarot, there is a snake. It's rising, it's coming out of this hole, it's rising up to the third eye, and it's exactly this kind of, I go through these stages and I arrive at my third eye where the horns are, and I am able to push this energy out of me. I'm able to create something that can shift a lot of people's lives. And the volcano, the power of a volcano is like erupting. And look at the number 9. The number 9, which is you. You are showing up in the number. You are showing up with this light, with the wand and the light, both masculine. This is like a penis. This is like an eruption. This is like a creative force that pushes out all those little youth droplets, the little sperm. This is a sperm. And even in Aleister Crowley, there is a sperm here, right? He is like, that's it. The creativity that the youth droplet is pushing out when we erupt the ideas, when we erupt the energy. And yes, he's looking into the past, but here he is looking forward, and he's like, oh wow, okay, I've got to cooperate with people. I don't have to be alone anymore. I can be with others and create something magnificent, create something that is going to create quite an explosion, create quite a movement. a creative movement, a spiritual movement, a spewing that the whole world is even seeing. I mean, this is what it is when there's a volcano eruption. The whole world knows about it. And then comes after 2 cards that came up upside down. The 9 of Swords, exactly, again a 9, right? Because you are the number 9. I'm going to put these over here so I have a little more space for all these cards that I have here. I have all these different tarot decks so that I can show you how these things have been transmitted to us in the 1900s or in the 1800s, right? So the Hermit is literally in the number 9 here. You can see it's quite, something is not going, because the reverse cards are always talking about something sometimes leaves, like the 9 is already a negative card, right? So when the 9 is reversed, it's paranoia, deeply anchored fears, inability to think clearly, inner turmoil, negative self-talk, affecting self-esteem, an opportunity to actively begin the healing journey. And then the 6 of Swords is usually Mercury in Aquarius. And Mercury in Aquarius reversed is saying difficulties accepting help, resistance to change, arduous transitions, carrying baggage, and weight from your past, right? So it's something speaking to you that's saying, what is going on, right? There is this creative spark, there is this group dynamic that is coming at you, there is this cooperation, and you are got to let go truly of, you've got to let go of what was holding you back mentally. Not really in a physical level, but it's on a mental level. You got to let go, because, I mean, this eruption is there. This eruption is coming through Capricorn. And it's confirming for me to put the volcano here at the base of this card, right? I'm still developing them. I'm right now decided to create the 22 arcanas, and then I'm gonna show them again once I have all of them. But right now it's okay the way I have them right now. But it's let go of this, right? So there is a 9, which is you, and there's a 7, a 6, a 9, and a 6, and this is really interesting. So the 9 becomes the 6, and the 6 becomes the 9. Wow, look at that. So reversal, right? Like I said, the 9 and the 6, you are the 6th zodiac sign. So the number 6 is here. You are then the 9th major arcana card. And here you are, really interesting. The number 9 is a 6, and then the 6 is a 9 in the reverse of these cards. So when you do the mental letting go of, you can see how the red is always connected to the first chakra. There is something, you are almost not wanting to let go. You're not wanting to let go of this energy and this creative idea that is coming at you with a force that you cannot stop it. You cannot stop it. All it does is just reverse the numbers. It's reversing the 9 into a 6, and the 6 into a 9. I mean, it's crazy. I never ever seen anything like that, and it's really, it's speaking strongly that you must move forward. The 8 of Cups, emotionally move forward so that you can create a healthy competition. And it's really also a reverse energy of like where you let the creative ideas come down, and it's almost like you got to release. And I'm gonna read the reverse of the Five of Wands, because wands are creativity, are making your dreams come true, is action. It's like action, right? Movie. We are doing a movie. We're doing something. It's taking that action into the next level. And it's like in the shadow, it says an opportunity to collaborate in group fighting or arguments, being overly competitive, not following the rules, a tendency to avoid conflict to your detriment. But I see an opportunity to collaborate. So there is this, no, you not compete with yourself to reach up to the fire. You are now getting the chance to compete with others, to work with others, to create this idea. There is the reversal, right? There's this reversal of these cards, but still it's 6 and 9, right? If doesn't matter if the 9 is first, it's now becoming a 6, and the 9 is second and becomes the 6 is second and becomes a 9. Right? It doesn't matter. It's still a 6 and a 9. And so you kind of let go of all these thoughts that are holding you back. They're holding you back unnecessarily, right? So this volcano, this eruption is happening. You cannot do anything about it. So you got to move forward. You got to emotionally embrace that this collaboration is there. You got to do it, because what do you get? The Lovers, self-love that's so strong that you can stand now with the 6 in front and another 6. So we do have already a 666. That's the holy number. It's not the number of the beast. The church made this number negative because they didn't want you to know that the 666 is the holy hexagram, is that holy symbolism that shows you that what comes down as a triangle can go up as a triangle. The triangle as that energy of the Empress, the triangle that is happening right here. The Holy Trinity. There is spirit that is experiencing itself, and then it creates a new possibility. The Holy Spirit of Trinity, right, is what is calling you to find your self-love, to step out there and to really embrace this. I mean, where do you want to be, here or here? And nevertheless, this is good. In a way, it's good. This reversal is waking you up. This reversal is making you realize the 9 will always be a 6, and the 6, when we return it, is a 9. So it's inter-reversible, right? So it's 6. So it's 9, 6. And now it's 6, 9. I mean, interesting enough, like this, it would be 69, the number 69. And like this, it's the number 69, right? Like this, it's the number 96. Like this, it's the number 69. And 69 is the sexual evolution. It's the year of revolutionary sexual openingness, right? A creativity, a sexual creativity that is bringing you forward into a spiritual age of Aquarius, right? Bringing you forward into this volcano that is releasing all these creative sparks so that you can find a love first with yourself, so that you can even find a partner, and you can stand up there and be this inspiration, right? The 6 of Wands is Jupiter in Leo. And Jupiter is that wheel of fortune that is spinning. And again, a 666 that is speaking to you to really understand that the 25, that this idea of these 1, 2, 3 little eggs in your nest is a spiritual inspiration that you giving birth to these 3, to this cooperation, to this protective nest, another 7, right? So here is a 25, and this is also a 25. So you have here now this idea, this nest, and you know you have your own egg. You can give birth to this, and you have then the understanding, but please do not get jaded because of it. It's a warning. It's saying, we help you, and now do something incredible about it, but never get jaded, right? The 4 of Cups is like, if you do this, we give you another cup. But most of the people there, if they have the fulfillment of 3 cups, 3 eggs, this corporation of 3. The corporation of 3 is very important because it's a group. From 3 on, it's a group. 2 is duality, like here, right? This is duality. This is a natural realizing masculine is looking at the feminine. It's completely opposite, right? And the unity needs to create these opposite energies to understand what it means to be in a creative exchange of head and tail. Head and tail, the sea serpent that is building a circular energy that is constantly spinning, and you have this protective nest over this idea. You will feel emotionally fulfilled through that, and you will understand that now you get even another cup to it, because that cup is handed to you by God. And look at that. It is reaching and coming from the Age of Aquarius. The Age of Aquarius is coming down to you, so it's almost like we can read this backwards. The Age of Aquarius is coming down. This is giving you an extra cup. You have the 3 cups here, and you are looking then into making, actually I have to put it this way. You see, I was like, oh, my story stopped here. So then you are looking forward, and you are inspired, you are touched by the Age of Aquarius, you are touched by it, and you are emotionally know this is the right path. These 3 cups become these 3 eggs. This is this egg underneath here. You see the touch? It's underneath. This is for you, and this is for the other 3 that you're working with. And the spirit bird is speaking. Then you can stand here. You can be this inspiration, right? And then you finding self-love. You're finding that you are through that in a creative process that is constantly manifesting. From there, you see then the healthy competition is moving you, is shaking you, is making you collaborate more. Then you are moving forward, right? Emotionally, you go to the 8, an infinite understanding that you are extremely happy because you create your own happiness. And hold on. And then when you're moving forward, you are seeing, right? When you're moving forward, you are understanding the reversal of 6 and 9. And you are able to let go instantly of all these thoughts and all of these things that don't really give you any fulfillment. And in that letting go, you arrive at yourself. You arrive at that. Look at this. Look at this one. The hermit, the dancing hermit, the hermit that is laughing, exploding out of this, right? Creativity that he is exuding, that is living, that is giving to others. And in that, the lizard, hold on, the lizard sees that and says, wow, look at that. Yes, a lizard is the only one that survives fire on top of it, right? And then comes the sea serpent, right? The creative spark is being reborn again and again, and the cooperation is done, is fulfilled, is done, and you have arrived at yourself. You have arrived and you have realized it doesn't matter back or forward, up or down, right? With your number, you can be a 6 and you can be a 9. That's it, right? You can be a beginning and you can be at the end. It doesn't matter. It's an infinite exchange of making your ideas come true, right? You are putting them out there. You must put them out there. And so the message here is very clear. You've got to bring this idea out to the people, because you are having another 888, because it will, in the red garden, fulfill you. It will make you happy. It will give you everything you need, an emotional fulfillment that no person can give you, but you did give it to yourself, because this is what the infinite cycle of spirituality, of creativity is speaking to us all the time. All right, it's around us. It's this explosion of possibilities, different opinions, different people, different way of living. My candle, I have to be careful. And just a different way of everybody is inspiring someone else to, in challenging them, even challenging people to think in a different perspective. And nevertheless, it's like one is saying, no, I see a 9. The other one saying, no, but I see a 6. And no, but I see a 6. No, but I see a 9. I mean, this cooperation, dare it. Go for it. It's the age of Aquarius, right? It's the age of Aquarius, of smaller groups coming together and creating their own little paradigm here on planet Earth. Wow, what a reading. What a powerful reading. What an eruption. What a creative eruption. Bomb coming out and creating something in the age of not Aquarius, but yes, the age of Aquarius, but in the age of Virgo, right? The age of you, Virgo, can now bring this idea out there to the people. Wow. So I hope I see you in the next reading, because, because the age of Aquarius is coming after Capricorn, and it's speaking to you. So the next reading is going to be very important. So I hope I see you then. Until then, I thank you so much for watching. I wish you still a beautiful Christmas and a happy New Year 2022, which is a 6. Namaste.